Hi and welcome to Federal Bank Let's Talk. Today we have with us a very successful entrepreneur, a man who has made it to the top with his sheer determination and hard work. We have with us today the Chairman and Managing Director of Air Travel Enterprises, Mr. E.M. NAJEEB. Let's talk. Air Travel Enterprises was conceived as a travel company. Today it is a business conglomerate with diversified interests in various sectors. What are the different verticals in which ATE has a strong presence?
See, we have the 3-4 verticals which is doing very well: travel and tourism, hospitality, healthcare, as well as the residential constructions. Right. Along with that, we have advertising, media relations, public relations, media management, the tourism consultancy, general consultancy, as well as the IT software, medical software.
As chairman of the group, what is your vision? What is it that holds together these manifold interests?
Basically, our idea is to have, this is all, we are in the service industry, we are not in the production industry at all. In fact, when I started years back, about 3 decades back, the travel and tourism, the service sector was growing in a small scale. And the travel and tourism sectors have really contributed to accelerate the growth of the service sector, especially in Kerala. Tourism sector has actually changed the bad face of Kerala, which was in existence because the different kind of perceptions, labor issues, problems and things like that. When the tourism sector came, travel and tourism sector came and contributed very positively and created a brand name for Kerala after years of hard work between the private sector and the government. People have known about Kerala and they started coming to Kerala looking not only for holidays but also for investment opportunities. And then the 3 international airports have come in because of the demand which was created by the Pravasis. Basically it was for the Pravasis, but it also indirectly helped to promote tourism in a big way. Because of these airports, because the connecting flights through Middle East to various countries to Europe and other destinations, it was an opportunity for people to come in and go back. And fortunately, the tourism industry could provide an excellent experience for the people who have been visiting us for holidays.
You're a prominent, you were talking about tourism, you're a prominent member of various bodies that work towards promoting tourism in the state.
That's right.
Is enough being done to fully exploit the potential of God's own country?
In a planned manner, if you ask me, no. In the sense that the opportunities are much more, the potential is much more. We can do a lot more things to promote tourism in Kerala by building up and scaling up the infrastructure facilities, as well as more marketing, aggressive marketing in the areas where, or the countries where people are not coming in. And those things actually, we have already started now because the European recession had come in, and because the European recession, the mainstay was actually Europe, but now it's the coming down, the arrivals from those countries, because the economic problems, people are not as good as it has been. So we are looking at different markets. Then we have a huge domestic segment, which is about 9 million in the last year. And of course our income wise, if you look at it compared to any other industry, it has gone up very well, like about 20,000 crores
from domestic tourism.
From tourism.
Okay.
From tourism, out of which about 400 crores foreign exchange earning. And employment generation is about 1.2 million employment generation already happening, which is also growing fast compared to any other state according to the World Travel and Tourism Council. 5 years we can actually increase these figures into double figures. Like for example, at least about 40,000 crores earnings and 2 million jobs and at least about 10,000 crores foreign exchange earning.
Okay.
But unfortunately, the focus areas are different. And we are not actually giving enough importance to tourism.
You said planned development is important. Is the PPP model, the public-private participation model, the model that would suit our state the best?
It has proved like that. See, tourism, fortunately for us, the industry as well as the government, irrespective of governments and irrespective of bureaucrats as well as parties, we have worked together in tourism. And that was, that has been taken as a model by all the states in India after seeing the success stories of success of Kerala. So it's very important that industry's role should be given prominence, and that has been given by Kerala tourism. And from government side, they have been actually doing a couple of things in the sense. They were doing the infrastructure promotions, improvements, as well as marketing supports along with the tourism industry, involving the tourism industries to all the world travel markets, tourism marts, as well as road shows. So a combination of both has actually created. Okay. So that kind of a model has to come in Kerala in different segments, like for example IT. Healthcare. Healthcare is already there, but healthcare, then probably biotechnology or education, or similar sectors. If that comes, definitely the opportunities are much more, and Kerala can have a quantum jump in the economic development.
The upwardly mobile class is rising; it is growing. With that, is holidaying also becoming more popular? You were talking about increase in domestic tourism. Has that contributed to increase in domestic tourism?
See, today complete awareness is there for holiday. Not only for the upward market, but also for middle segment as well as lower segments.
Okay.
See, if you look at the holidaying in Kerala, it has increased tremendously because everybody wants to have
take a break.
Take a break and relaxation, to go somewhere, spend some time with the family, or spend some time with the relatives, or go for a short breaks in weekends and things like that, which is happening. Especially the weekend breaks are in Munnar, in Wayanad, probably to an extent in Ponmudi and Kovalam, as well as Kumaram. So people are actually traveling. Inside, people are traveling. That is why the huge volume of vehicles which is which we are experiencing,
cramming our streets,
and traffic jams and things like that. Plus, if you look at nationally, Kerala is a hotspot destination for them. Our domestic tourism has grown from 7.5 million to 9.2 million last year as per the state government statistics. So which is a good sign. See, this is done with a lot of disadvantage factors, like for example, the airfare is very high in domestic. A person coming from Delhi to Kerala or Mumbai to Kerala, it's very expensive for them. If they spend the same kind of money, they can go to Dubai and come back, they can go to Singapore or Malaysia or Bangkok and come back.
You have a large stake in the hospitality sector. Do you think there is a need for certain attitudinal corrections in the way we treat our guests, especially our international tourists? Do we still stare at a foreigner? Do we still pass unwanted comments? Does that still happen?
See, we need to continuously create awareness among the people about the importance of tourism segment, as well as how we should treat the people who are coming, either it's domestic tourists or international tourists. When I still remember when Kerala Tourism started their activities earlier, when Mr. Jayakumar was the tourism director at that time. So they have started advertising in the newspaper.
Athithi Devo Bhava.
Athithi, that is one. and second one is the awareness, how we should treat people, like same thing, they were, so people knew the importance of tourist segment, and that was always, but I feel that is not there now, but we have to restart that campaign and go and educate people, saying that we must look after them. They are coming here for a holiday, they are spending the money here, which is benefited to all segments of people, either a hotelier or a transport operator or a guide,
or even a local chai wala,
restaurant, or a chai wala or a auto rickshaw guy. Everybody gets benefits directly and indirectly from them. So we need to give a little bit of respect and a little bit of privacy for them, and in case if they need some assistance, we must always go ahead and do that.
As a tour operator, when you design a package for a customer, you have certain standard tour packages. What are the essential factors that you take into consideration?
See, basically what we ask the tourists is what is their interest, and how many days they can spend here, and whether they want to travel a lot or they want to confine to a couple of places, or like that. So we ask few questions to them and find out then also we ask their budget.
Okay. So you're talking about customized packages.
But
do you have standard packages?
We have standard packages. Of course, we have standard packages, for destination packages as well as combined packages, all that is. Then we have, packages for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, Ayurveda treatment and wellness treatment alone we have. Then we have medical tourism packages connecting with the hospitals and things like that for different, procedures. So we have such packages, plus as you rightly said, customized packages, which people are looking for, depends upon their budget, depends upon their time and as well as their interest in products. So we immediately customize and give it.
As a very successful entrepreneur, what is your message to other budding entrepreneurs?
I always, wherever I go and talk to people, especially youngsters, either in the institutes or anywhere, I tell them, don't look for a government job. Try to become an entrepreneur, or try to work in the private sector industry, especially in industry like tourism, because it gives a lot of exposure for people, in the sense, and a lot of freedom. If you are in government, you are confined with certain kind of rules and regulations and procedures, and followed with egos of different people and things like that, unfortunately. And then I always feel that a person who goes into the government, the moment the person joins the government, his or her creativity stops there. If you become an entrepreneur, a world of opportunities are there today. When we started our business years back, there was nothing.
How was the growth? Was it in small steps or
very small? Very small steps. Very small steps. There's no technology. There's no information. There's nobody to support. There's nobody to guide you and things like that. So only because of your focus and your determination that we worked hard to achieve something. You say, I always felt that I'm born here. I should not try and get a job outside in Dubai like everybody was doing. I said, nothing doing. I'll fight for my bread here and I'll work hard for that, and I did that. And I'm today very happy because I'm successful. We could give, we could create jobs or job opportunities. We could contribute to the society. See, you should have a meaning in your life. When you think about your meaning in your life, it's not you, your wife, or your children, your family. It's the society. It's a state, it's a country. You can do a lot, in the short span of life you are living here. So I always advise youngsters to look for opportunities in the private sector, as well as look for opportunities as an entrepreneur. The first and foremost thing which requires in the tourism industry is a good attitude. You have to be self-motivated, and you need to have a disciplined life. This is very important. People who have right attitude can definitely come in tourism, and they will be definitely successful without any problem.